health. Is your gut in good shape? So you have this microbiome. You have 100 trillion microbes in your gut. And these guys, this is where 70% of your immune system comes from. Serotonin, the happy hormone, 90% is made here. Your white blood cell, they're coming out of bone marrow from stem cells, and then they're stored and matured in your thymus, which is really one of the major lymph glands that you have. You might have tonsils or not. That was also a lymph gland. You have spleen and appendix. You might not have appendix, but you have 4 lymph glands to take care of you. Well, but 70% of all your T cell, which is the killers, and they make antibodies, and B cell makes antibodies, but all of these guys hang out in the lining of your large intestine. And it's so important that they are there to help you and kick out anything, fungus, mold, parasites, bacteria, virus, and so on. So it's really a big part. So leaky gut affects our health. Leaky gut is often from H. pylori, and that is usually treated with antibiotic, can be treated with other things too, especially pyloricell. And even a baby can have leaky gut. So many babies are born today that have big problem with their intestines and cannot eliminate well, cannot digest well. It has so much to do with a mother's lifestyle. So, a slow attack on your microbiome, gluten, dairy, preservatives, phosphates, and you go on and on. Of course, sugar is a huge attack. So dairy and gluten, which many cultures cannot digest because it hasn't been in their lifestyle. They haven't had cow's dairy. Being Swedish, we were learning a long time ago that we can, that we have enzymes and we can digest it well. Well, that's a fool's game, and we all went for that. And until I was 15, I lived on dairy, of course, and gluten, and had all kinds of problems from it, including migraines and seizures. And when I finally got out of that, of course, a vegan diet for me was all cooked. And then at 18, after high school, I wanted to study with people in this field. And I came to Alma Nissen, and she had opened a clinic 30 years before outside Stockholm. Well, she came from Denmark. She had had rheumatoid arthritis for a long time, most of her life since she was a teenager. And by the time she was 50, and that's when things happen. It usually happens when we're around 50, and then we blame menopause. No, blame our lifestyle. Well, she was so riddled with rheumatoid arthritis that she woke up this morning and her whole body was stiff and her jaw had closed. So all the medication that she wanted so much to take to get her going for the day could not get in. And she learned from a young couple that had just become vegan how to heal herself. And she actually had to sip juice through her teeth until the jaw opened. And then slowly but surely, she educated herself, came up to Sweden, healed herself, of course, came up to Sweden, and people begged her to open a clinic. And I came, and I thought I'd stay a few months, learn from her, go to the next one, because there were a lot of clinics in those days, and they were really into healing through lifestyle. And I stayed there. I ran it for more than 8 years and had an amazing time. And of course, learned how to heal myself too with diet. And Vigmore, who founded our institute is Hippocrates, started in Boston, and Ann Vigmore started that in 1956. She came from Lithuania, and you probably heard her story, but long story short, she was sickly as a child. She came to America. She learned from people in Lithuania how to heal things. But then she got into normal lifestyle, got married, had a child, got divorced, and got stage 4 colon cancer. And then she went back to all the traditions she had learned at home in Lithuania and healed herself. And that's when the Institute started, 1956. So we've been around a long time.